There's one thing that I have learned about being an organizational leader over the last 20 years, and that is being a leader of a team, being responsible for a contribution that a team makes to an organization is hard. It's a hard job. And making the transition from being an individual contributor, where maybe we were rock stars, to becoming a manager of people, a team leader of people, is very difficult to do. In fact, the data says that upwards of 60% of people fail within the first 18 months when they make that transition. And they don't fail necessarily because they quit. They fail because they don't really understand what it means to be a great people leader. And they're not equipped with the tools and the frameworks and the best practices to excel as a people leader. They're not able to understand that there's a new set of skills that we need to be successful leading teams. And they're different than the skills that made us rock star individual contributors. And so leadership is hard. Leading a team is hard. And I know this from experience. I don't know this from being a leadership development guy. I know this from leading operational businesses for the last 15 plus years. I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like to transition from being an individual contributor to a first-time team leader. I know what it's like to show up on days where I felt like I wasn't equipped to be successful at leading. I looked at my toolbox and it was very empty. And there's maybe one or two tools that I felt confident in using, and they weren't the right tools for the situation that I found myself in. And I remember showing up for days where I felt like I was dominated by the tyranny of the urgent and the important things never got done. And so I know how it feels. And so I have, for the last 15 years, been incubating, been iterating on, been designing, developing, implementing tools, frameworks, best practices that would allow not just me to excel, but for me to be able to equip other leaders on my team to grow in their career, become first-time managers, become managers of managers, and to be able to do that in an environment where they could excel. And so the established program is really focused on that. It's focused on taking what we've done for the last 15 years that works when it comes to developing people leaders and putting it into a program that you can be involved in. And so what is the established program? The established program is a 3-month program. It's 3 one-month sprints where we will unpack what it means to be a great leader. You will be established in management leadership fundamentals. You will be equipped with best practices, tools, frameworks that you can then take back to your leadership world and apply. And ultimately what you get from this is elevation. You will be elevated. You will leave the program a more equipped, more elevated, a better leader, a more confident and competent leader of your team, and ultimately being able to go back and deliver business results by leading your team in an effective way. And so the established program is that. We spend time together unpacking different topics around leadership, best practices, frameworks, tools. And then we go into our world, wherever it is that you're leading in, and you apply what we learned. And you do that in a safe environment, connected with a community of other people who are like-minded, doing what you're doing, connected with a Sherpa who will give one-on-one guidance as you navigate through this growth journey that you'll go on. But ultimately, it's going out and applying and experiencing what we talk about in the program so that you build the competency as a leader. And so if you want to be elevated, if you want to be great, if you want to be equipped, if you want to stop showing up every day feeling like you don't have what it takes to be a great leader, then the established program is for you. So consider enrolling. The slots and the opportunity will be very few. We can only take so many people in the program, but enroll in the program, invest in yourself, and ultimately it will allow you to lead yourself well, develop your team, and deliver business results, and allow you as a leader to be successful and go further faster.